And starting off with the United States, the FBI is ramping up investigations into some of the most sensitive and high-profile cases, including cocaine found inside the White House in 2023. In fact, a major leak at the Supreme Court and undetonated pipe bombs discovered in 2021, Washington, D.C. The deputy director of the FBI has said that these probes are receiving renewed focus and additional resources. The cocaine found in July 2023 was discovered in a lobby area near the West Executive Avenue entrance of the White House. But the Secret Service initially closed its inquiry, citing lack of evidence. Donald Trump had claimed that it was unlikely the drugs belonged to anyone other than then President Joe Biden or his son, Hunter Biden. And after assuming office in January this year, he pledged to launch a full probe into what he called bad things that had taken place during Biden's era. And the Secret Service said it had insufficient physical evidence to move forward with the cocaine case. But the FBI's renewed investigation suggests that new leads may be emerging. The FBI is also looking into who leaked the Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization decision, which led to the overturning of Roe versus Wade in 2022, sending abortion rights decisions down to the state level. In fact, the leak shocked the country and drew strong reactions, with Donald Trump demanding the arrest of the journalists involved. The investigation has also been opened into undetonated pipe bombs that were planted outside the Democratic and Republican parties' headquarters in Washington, D.C. on the eve of January 6, 2021. Over 600 tips and more than 1,000 interviews have been conducted. The deputy director of the FBI urging the public, in fact, to come forward with any information that could aid the investigators. And for more on all of this, let's go straight across now to our correspondent, Susan Teherani, who's been tracking those developments very closely, is with us from New York. Hi, Susan. Just help our viewers understand what's changed from the time that the Secret Service had said that it did not have physical evidence to proceed in the cocaine case specifically, and to where things stand right now. What are you picking up on what the investigations are looking like?
Yeah, these are investigations that the Republicans really wanted to hammer in on all through the Biden administration when each of these stories came out and nothing was done on the part of the FBI or Secret Service. You ask a group of people here in the United States, they will say that the Biden administration played politics with all three of them and decided to put the files in the back burner or kick the can down the road. You ask those that supported the previous administration, they say, well, there was nothing to see there. There wasn't sufficient evidence. But Dan Bongino, the person that we're talking about, the deputy FBI director, very quickly, he's a former Secret Service. He's a former law enforcement. But all throughout the Biden administration, he had a very, very successful podcast in which he talked about all of these things. And I think him, along with Kash Patel, who also not only was on podcasts all the time, but was vocal about these issues, notably the cocaine in the White House and how they couldn't figure out who that was from. Now they have the opportunity to go deeper and investigate, because all of these three cases, while there are shocking just on the surface, they were also very politically charged during the 2020 elections, when, after January 6th with the pipe bomb, and then moving forward throughout the Biden administration. So it's the FBI investigation on the one hand, but the politics of it on the other hand as well. That'll be interesting to see, where these get down to.
All right, Susan Teherani, thanks very much for joining us with those updates for now. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.